How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. And one thing has become incredibly apparent over the course of this year. Beam Software deserves some of the smoke that we give LJN, or that we give to other developers and publishers who make stuff that ain't really that good. You see, Beam Software had really good ideas, right? A lot of those really good ideas, though, they ended up not being great. Those games were not good. A lot of them weren't. And today's game is another example of a game with a lot of promise, idea-wise, but the execution was absolutely off the mark. This game is from 1990, and it was published by Data East, who had in arcades given us Bump and Jump and Burger Time, Bad Dudes vs. Dragon Ninja, Crude Buster, Heavy Barrel. I can keep going. On the NES and going forward, though, they published a lot of questionable things, and this was one of them. Today we're going to take a look at Dash Galaxy in the Alien Asylum. Now, Dash Galaxy is a space scout. Now, on the back of the box, he's described as an interstellar superhero. Mans ain't fighting nobody, though. Basically, you've been kidnapped and have to make your way to a scout ship. You have to find your way to a scout ship. And that's done in platforming sections where you collect keys and these overhead block pushing segments. Your only means of defense are like bombs and remote detonators. And yeah, they pawned this off as a major action game, but this was a puzzle platformer, a puzzle game with some platforming elements. Some of the jumping was kind of sketchy because you had to do a lot of using trampolines and stuff like that. Enemies were relentless. There was no real way to defend yourself against them. And you might be saying, but Mr. Animal, wasn't this the same thing that you did in the Adventures of Lolo? You might be right. Difference between this and the Adventures of Lolo, though, the Adventures of Lolo had a charm about it. The Adventures of Lolo had really good gameplay that never felt like it was betraying you. And the puzzles in the Adventures of Lolo just felt better. This game don't feel good. Playing it feels like a chore. It feels like a trial by fire that was set upon you by Beam Software. And yeah, I can't recommend this one. Sorry. However, if you want a copy of Dash Galaxy, you can get a copy of Dash Galaxy for anywhere between $5 and $10. Dash Galaxy is not an expensive video game, and that's mainly because nobody likes Dash Galaxy. I can't think of anybody who's really hype about Dash Galaxy and the Alien Asylum. really can't. And it's a shame because, like I said, Beam Software tends to have really good ideas, but their execution of those ideas falls flat. And this is an example of them having a really good idea, a puzzle action game. Puzzles don't feel good, gameplay don't feel good, nothing feels good. Shame too. This has been the 8-Bit Animal, and I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow. Tomorrow? Yeah, you think gas prices are high? My man's car runs on crystals. Worst hybrid ever.